So, I'm back by popular demand with my favorite type of video, South Park movie parodies. But this time, in clear contrast to the last video, we actually break down a great movie.
Don't underestimate the other guy's greed!
Which was suggested by my loyal supporter, Cookie FR2, who won the vote with 10 likes. And again, if you have a suggestion for the next parody, drop a comment below, cause the comment with the most likes wins. So, without further ado, let's break down how South Park took one of the most iconic movies of all time and turned it into a banger episode.
You trying to fuck me, dude? This is cut with Boston market gravy!
Oh, it's all the same shit, man.
It's not the same shit!
Scarface is one of those movies that has stayed relevant for decades. Even people who have never actually watched the movie have probably felt its impact in some way. Its influence is literally everywhere. Music, fashion, internet culture, and even video games. Just look at Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, one of the most iconic video games in one of the biggest franchises ever, clearly taking inspiration from Scarface and their whole 1980s Miami crime aesthetic. And even now, with what is probably the most anticipated game of all time, GTA 6, once again returning to Vice City, it really shows the lasting impact of Scarface.
This is Scarface, final scene, fucking bazookas on the reach arm. Say hello to my little
Friend, Scarface.
And to no one's surprise, South Park is not the only TV show who has tried to parody Scarface.
He's a social outcast like Scarface.
I get you a Coke.
You got it, Scarface.
Oh my god, you can see that? The doctor said you wouldn't be able to!
In America, first you get the sugar, then you get the power.
Then you get the woman.
Yeah, like I said, Scarface is one of those movies that everyone has parodied. But let's be honest, nobody, and I mean nobody, does that better than South Park.
Just remember, I only tell you one time. Don't fuck me, Eric. Don't you ever try to fuck me.
Medicinal Fried Chicken by South Park is, in my opinion, the best Scarface parody out there. Because unlike a lot of other Scarface parodies, South Park does not just recreate scenes from the movie or make it a dumb spoof. No, they take the iconic rise and fall story of Tony Montana and turn it into a story about Eric Cartman and his obsession with KFC. But even though Medicinal Fried Chicken is definitely a parody of Scarface, it doesn't start that way. No, Matt and Trey actually takes the time to set up the Scarface plot.
What are you serious?
So the episode, weirdly enough, starts out with the boys' soccer practice. Oh god, did I just say that?
You seem to have a stomachache every time we do drills and exercises.
I know, it sucks.
And if you're wondering why the fat lump Cartman is even at football practice, well...
All right, kids, practice is over for today.
KFC!
So Randy takes the boys to get some well-deserved Kentucky Fried Chicken, only to find out, to everyone's horror, that it has been replaced by a weed dispensary.
Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Randy hilariously just leaves the kids stranded and goes off in the search of a doctor's note. And this is where the episode splits in two, with the A plot being Cartman and his excessive need for KFC, which will be the main focus of this video. And the B-plot follows Randy's quest to get access to that sweet, sweet Mary J. But more on that later. So, Cartman, together with his mom, is on his way to the nearest KFC in desperation, as he is starting to get gravy withdrawals.
Shut up and drive faster!
But when they arrive, his worst nightmare has materialized, as he finds out that Kentucky Fried Chicken is illegal. And you might think, how can Kentucky Fried Chicken be illegal? Well, as a part of this new health initiative, fast food is now illegal in low-income areas. And since KFC only exists in low-income areas,
In the entire state of Colorado, Kentucky Fried Chicken is illegal.
I feel your pain, Eric. KFC has always been illegal here in Norway. Anyways, the next time we see Eric, he is a deprived junkie in a drug clinic.
Can I help you? I need somebody said you could help me. I haven't had KFC in almost a week.
And by the way, Cartman as a drug addict with his drug being fried chicken, and more specifically Kentucky Fried Chicken, just works on so many levels. Just him signing up to get some free KFC, like real addicts sometimes do with actual drugs, only to find out that they only give him a tiny amount, causing him to completely lose his shit. It's just hilarious.
If you don't want it, that's fine. No! Oh God, it's so good.
It starts with Tony emigrating from Cuba into the United States. And the whole point of this is to show how he, Tony Montana, literally starts from nothing. And I really think the director, Brian De Palma, are able to establish that. With Tony being sent to live in an immigration camp immediately after getting off the boat. And the only way out for him is doing a hit on a previous government member of Castro. Then, once he is legally in the country, he starts off as a dishwasher. Tony finds himself truly at the bottom of society. Similarly, South Park is able to make Cartman feel like he is honestly at one of his lowest points of the entire series. Because even though they are both at rock bottom, they still have this massive hunger inside them, whether it's Tony's extreme lust for power or Eric's abnormally large appetite for that greasy, crispy chicken. And they are able to use this drive when they meet their own respective catalyst character, who gives them their shot to prove themselves.
Okay. Hey, all right, big man. You want to make some big bucks? Let's see how tough you are.
Cartman walks down the streets of South Park in despair over his lack of the Colonel's finger-licking chicken, when he is suddenly approached by the most Miami Vice ass looking character imaginable, Tommy, which by the way is a direct reference to the main character in GTA Vice City. Pretty sweet, huh? And this scene is where we get the first real reference to Scarface. Because in both the episode and in the movie, there is this sleazy, smug middleman character, Omar in Scarface and Tommy in South Park, who introduces Tony and Eric to the criminal underworld. And while this meeting is not a direct one-to-one parody, the sentiment is pretty damn close. In Scarface, Omar offers Tony a job directly.
There's a bunch of Colombians coming in Friday. New guys. They say they got 2 keys for us for opening. Pure Cop, Hotel Miami Beach. I want you to go over there.
While in South Park, Tommy takes Cartman to his boss first.
Over at Billy Miller's house. Billy Miller? Seriously?
At his headquarters, we meet Billy Miller, the main boss guy, which again is a direct character parody from Scarface, as Billy is basically supposed to be Frank, who is Tony's boss in the original movie.
Everybody calls me Frank, my little league dude. Even the fucking prosecutors around town, they all call me Frank.
Okay, fine.
Billy offers Eric what he desires most. Some Colonel popcorn chicken with some honey mustard. But in the most stereotypical crime movie way possible. This is obviously not just out of kindness.
That'll be $85. $85? I don't have that!
And as Billy sees the potential in having a big boy like Eric, he offers him a job.
You're a big boy, Eric. Maybe you can pay me back another way. Do a little job for me.
To pick up a shipment of product. And how big of a shipment, you may ask?
2 buckets plus a 3-piece meal and 4 sides.
My God. But does Eric agree to do this?
Do I want to do it? Does the Pope help pedophiles get away with their crimes?
Does Messi only score penalties? Did the president go to the island? Is Tom Cruise gay?
Excellent.
The drug deal itself is also quite a direct parody. So Tony is supposed to meet some Colombian dealers, while Eric is going to meet this trustworthy, well, with the dealer being named Teabag, he must be the real deal. But just in case, Eric brings a disguise, a blue hat, genius.
Cut the crap. You got the stuff?
Oh, I got the hookup. Question is, you got the money. All right, we in biz.
Similarly, Tony meets with the Colombians, but here it quickly turns sour, and Tony finds himself in quite a pickle. He ends up having to watch his friend get sliced with a chainsaw, which is kind of a big deal. Get it? Dill pickle. But luckily, he's saved by his friend Manny and this other guy that I can't remember the name of. But he's short and he always wears a hat. And together, they are able to escape with both the money and the product. Similarly, Eric stumbles upon some trouble when testing out the product.
This is cut with Boston Market gravy!
Not cool, man. Like Tony, Eric then takes both the product and the money back to his new boss, as Eric Cartman and Tony Montana returns from their first mission with both the product and the money. Well, let's just say, Frank and Billy Miller, they are thrilled to have such committed guys working for them.
Hey, you're good, Eric. I need people like you.
Hey, I need a guy with stealing his balls, Tony. Huh? Guy like you.
And just like Tony in Scarface, Eric gets fast-forwarded up the ranks.
I'm sending Tommy to Kentucky to try and set up a little arrangement with the Colonel himself.
And he needs someone to join that smug asshole Tommy on a trip down to Kentucky. And you would think Eric would be the perfect fit. But will he agree to go?
Is that something I'd want to do? Is the Pope Catholic? And making the world safe for pedophiles?
Does Indian food give me explosive diarrhea?
Excellent.
And here, we get one of the clearest and, in my opinion, coolest references in the entire episode. Because Matt and Trey basically turn Kentucky into this tropical fried chicken plantation that feels almost identical to the cocaine plantation in Bolivia from Scarface. And just the way South Park animates it is almost one-to-one with the font and the red writing. And not to mention the freaking music.
Our entire production is headquartered here, boys.
At the plantation, we are introduced to the character that, in my opinion, ties this whole episode together. Colonel Sanders, or better known as the Colonel, who is clearly based on Sosa from Scarface, who runs this whole cocaine operation in Bolivia.
The problem is I have no steady market. So basically what I'm looking for is somebody in the States who can share the risk with me.
Tony goes down there with Omar specifically to set up a deal with Sosa for Tony's boss, Frank. And similarly, the Colonel, wants to set up a deal with Billy Miller to smuggle KFC directly into South Park, with Tommy and Eric negotiating on Billy Miller's behalf.
I have to hand it to you, Mr. Sosa. You got everything a man could want.
I've got to hand it to you, Colonel. You have everything a man could want.
I like you, Tony. There is no lying in you.
I like you, Eric. There's no lying in you.
Unfortunately, I do not feel the same about the rest of your organization.
Unfortunately, I don't feel the same way about your friend.
Who, you mean Tommy? Wait, where'd he go?
Yeah, where did Tommy go? Because in the movie, Sosa suggests that Omar takes the next flight back to Miami. Sanders then informs Eric that Tommy is an informant for Jamie Oliver, just like Omar was potentially an informant for the police in Scarface. But on a side note, Jamie Oliver is actually the one behind the whole health initiative that got KFC banned from Colorado. And in many ways, he is kind of the equivalent of Matos Gutierrez. You know, the guy in Scarface who speaks out against the drug problems in Bolivia. So South Park draws this parallel where Jamie Oliver, through his health initiative, becomes the person creating problems for the Colonel's criminal fried chicken operation.
School cafeteria food needs to be healthy!
And at the time the episode was released, this was actually very relevant because Jamie Oliver was actually trying to overhaul school lunch programs in the US, where he specifically went to Huntington, West Virginia, which was often called the fattest city in America at the time. And his goal was to make America healthy again.
Why won't people listen to me?
Well, good luck, buddy. Only a Kennedy would manage something like that.
And when I do things that feels right, magic happens.
But yeah, back to the episode, where we probably get one of the most direct one-to-one references, as both Omar and Tommy are thrown out of the chopper for their betrayals, while Eric and Kenny watch through the binoculars as they dangle from the helicopter. A true power play from both Sosa and Colonel Sanders that really shakes Eric and Tony to their core.
Dude, that was sweet!
Okay, maybe not Eric. But then, kinda out of left field, the Colonel questions Cartman's loyalty, which is put to bed pretty quickly. I mean, do you really think he is in cahoots with Jamie Oliver?
Over at the prep station, Jamie Oliver is crying again.
Kids' food should be healthy! Why isn't it healthy?
Like, dude, look at him. Do you really think he wants a more healthy school lunch and a ban on fast food? However, just like in Scarface,
I think you and me, we can work this thing out. We do business together a long time.
You and me can work this thing out, Eric. Do business together a long time.
as long as Eric remembers one thing.
I only tell you one time.
I only tell you one time.
Don't fuck me, Eric.
Don't fuck me, Tony.
Don't you ever try to fuck me.
Don't you ever try to fuck me.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite part of the whole episode. So, after his little trip down to Kentucky, Eric returns to his boss to deliver the good news. They have a deal with the Colonel. The only problem is, he's bringing in way too much chicken. Like that's possible, and this ties perfectly to Scarface.
You what? You made a deal for a fucking $18 million?
Because Tony does basically exactly the same thing with Sosa. He makes a deal that is too big, goes over Frank's head, and in a way completely emasculates his own boss. And in both stories, this is the moment where the boss realizes he is losing control. So, in Scarface, Frank fires Tony.
You finished?
which turns Tony into a direct competitor and eventually the guy who kills him.
No, shoot that piece of chip. No.
But in Tony's defense, Frank does try to kill him first. But then again, in Frank's defense, Tony is openly hitting on his wife.
I want you to be the mother of my children.
Eric, on the other hand, has a more brutal yet effective solution.
I told your mom you got an F on that social studies test. You wouldn't do that.
Well, did OJ do it?
Does a bear crap in the woods? And does the Pope crap on the broken lives and dreams of 200 deaf boys? Billy!
But in both cases, this is where the creators establish that Tony and Eric have reached the top of their criminal underworld by taking out their former bosses. The Padawans have become the masters. And now, the only way from here is down.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say that's the bad guy.
Okay, so at this point, both Tony and Eric have made it to the top. As you can clearly see by Tony's beautiful bathroom and wife. And just look at the way Eric dresses. Wow. Classy.
Classy, with an I and a little dick hanging off the C that bends around and the L out of the ASS.
But this is about to change. Because the shit is about to hit the fan. And with the pressure mounting, Tony decides to do something unexpected. While relaxing in his bathtub, with his wife by his side, he decides to take a massive shit. Haha, gotcha. Because before we break down the fall, we need to jump back to the B plot so we can tie everything together, which is basically the Randy storyline. So Randy finds out he can get legal marijuana if he has some sort of serious illness.
What forms of cancer induce in time for the Ziggy Marley concert next Saturday in Denver?
And Randy being Randy, he immediately tries to find the quickest way to get either AIDS or cancer. Only problem is, they all take a really long time to get. Although, I am pretty sure that the last season of Stranger Things actually gave me AIDS. But that is beside the point. Back to this super important B-plot. After some trial and error, Randy finds the perfect solution to all his problems. To microwave his balls. Genius. Which, funnily enough, is a direct parody from Scarface. When Manny tries to impress Tony's sister, so he sticks his balls in the microwave. Haha, got you again. But seriously, no it's not. I actually think this plot is, well, all Matt and Trey. But by saying that, there is probably someone already typing in the comments.
Well, actually, Spock microwaved his balls in episode 2, season 4 of the original Star Trek series.
So Randy's plan actually works. And he wakes up with massive balls and testicular cancer. So now he jumps around on his balls, rubbing it into everyone's face that he can legally smoke weed.
Oh wait, you're healthy! Hey, bust his ass, officer!
So, at first, his friends are jealous but still apprehensive about doing it themselves. But the moment Randy claims that the ladies love him.
Travis, did you take out the garbage? What?
See?
Well, that pushes them over the edge. Because now there's no downside.
Those guys have nice balls.
is basically the male equivalent of having massive boobs.
You're comparing breasts with balls? People hate balls.
Balls are male.
Balls are disgusting. They're hideous. Everybody wants to see those. Nobody who wants to see balls.
Wow, I am talking to two schoolboys right now.
It's all right. I just want you to look at me when we make love and not just at my balls.
And soon enough, almost every male in South Park has massive balls and testicular cancer. I guess I forgot to mention that while all this is happening, there was actually a surprise C-plot with the only rational person in town trying to get to the bottom of the very serious issue, big ballitis. And the fact that most men in South Park all of a sudden has testicular cancer. And through serious investigation and really hard thinking, the doctor figures it out.
Don't you see? The KFC was keeping people healthy!
And with KFC coming back, well, it kills the black market. And on a side note, this is clearly inspired, again, from Scarface.
By legalizing and taxing them. These voices say that will drive out the organized crime element.
And this chain of events starts the downfall of Eric's fried chicken empire.
Today we welcome back KFC and all the medical benefits it gives us.
So, the thing is, in Scarface, the actual downfall takes a lot more time, which kinda makes sense since the movie is 3 hours long and the South Park episode is only 20 minutes. And half of those 20 minutes goes to Randy's big balls.
Your balls are getting bigger!
After Eric's disgusting act against his former boss,
Bye-bye, Billy.
we basically jump straight into the final showdown.
Eric, the Colonel is on the phone for you. He sounds pissed.
While in Scarface, Tony killing Frank happens like halfway into the movie. So a lot of stuff happens after that. We get a montage. Tony kills Sosa's main man. Recognize him? Huh? Hector Salamanca, the legend that killed another fried chicken man, Gus Fring. So many connections. Wow. Yeah. So another thing, Tony kills his best friend, Manny. Yeah, a lot of stuff happens, which we are mostly gonna skip. But I just have to mention one thing briefly. Just love the montage song in Scarface. Push it to the limit. Which funnily enough has been parodied by Matt and Trey before and features in earlier South Park episode.
Aspen.
And in their epic puppet movie, Team America. But funnily enough, not in this episode. And I will say, both the original and the parody are just amazing. Especially the parody, because it's literally a song about the montage. Montage! Yeah, good stuff. So, anyways, it's finally time to break down the last showdown, which starts with Eric and Tony receiving a phone call while breaking the famous rule.
Don't get high on your own supply.
And on the line, it's the Colonel.
Colonel, how you doing?
What happened?
Oh, we had some problems, you know?
Alex, how you doing?
What happened?
Oh, we had some problems, you know?
I heard.
Yeah, how'd you hear that?
I heard.
Yeah, how'd you hear that?
Because Jamie Oliver gave his speech at the UN today. He was not supposed to give that speech, Eric.
Because our friend gave a speech today at the UN. He was not supposed to give that speech, Tony.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll get him next time.
There's not going to be a next time, you fucking dumb cocksucker!
There's not gonna be a next time, you fucking dumb.
Hey, wait. Hey.
I told you a long time ago, you fucking little monkey, not to fuck me!
I told you a long time ago, you fucking little monkey, not to fuck me!
Hey, who the fuck do you think you're talking to, huh?
Hey, who the fuck do you think you're talking to, huh?
You wanna fuck?
Damn. Is that the coolest phone call in movie history? I mean, it could be. But before we dwell into this scene, well, spoiler alert, both Eric and Tony's place gets shot up. Tony dies from the Bolivian Terminator, and Eric escapes. But more importantly, back to the scene that perfectly shows how Matt and Trey use elements from movies in their own original way. From Eric snorting the chicken skin like it's cocaine, or the fact that Jamie Oliver is giving a speech at the UN to take down KFC and Colonel Sanders. And somehow, Matt and Trey makes that work. And yeah, like I said, nobody does it better. Okay, so we finally come to the real juicy part of the video, where I take my clothes off. Haha, got you again. I will now rate both the original movie, Scarface, and the episode itself. So strap in, assholes, cause we're going on a journey. So, if I were to rate Scarface, and you know me, I'm gonna do this super serially, like last time. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would probably give Scarface a couple of chickens. And now, onto the more boring but important rating, where I will actually be super serial. As a movie parody, Medicinal Fried Chicken works so well. Matt and Trey did not just go for the obvious "say hello to my little friend" reference, like every other show has. No, they took the actual structure of Scarface and turned it into a story about illegal fried chicken, which somehow makes it, in my opinion, the best Scarface parody out there. So when it comes to the placement, I definitely think it's a much better parody than Human Centipede, which is currently sitting in the B tier. So the real question becomes, can it compete with Wacky Molestation Adventure, sitting in S tier? And for me, although it is a really good episode, it is just not quite on the same level as Wacky. Therefore, I'm giving Medicinal Fried Chicken a very strong A tier. Anyways, as I mentioned at the start of the video, the comment suggesting a South Park movie parody with the most likes will become my next video. And I'm super serial. May the best win. And I will try to upload every other Saturday from now on, for all eternity. So subscribe if you feel like it. And if you don't, still do it. Do it.
Patrick! That's enough, Patrick. We gotta go, remember?
Where are we going, Torgeir?
Don't you remember, Patrick? It's Jason Mraz night at the Havana Club.
Oh yeah? I didn't know you were such a fan of Jason Mraz.
What are you saying, Patrick? I'm literally the biggest Mrazhole out there.
Sounds about right.
I'm not gonna play your stupid game, Patrick. Being a Mrazhole is so much more than remembering a couple of songs.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.